Darkside.
This is the Marhar Darkside. It's a really, really fun hybrid camber twin that I've been riding for a couple days now, 3 days now I think, and it has just been super fun. I've been comparing it to other good ride mountain freestyle favorites and all mountain twins, like in my car there, one of my favorites, personal favorites, the Oz Woody. This is very much like the Oz Woody, except the Oz Woody's a true twin with a setback. And I gotta say, even though this 161 is probably a size too big, I'd be much happier on the 158. And I think that would be just my perfect ride. I still had a blast on this thing, and it actually just felt like it was a perfect for them to send me a 61, because we did have some powder, and it was fun to ride this regular and switch and powder. And it floats great for a twin there, so let's just get that out of the way. Jimbo took a few turns on this morning, but you didn't really get the full...
I didn't get the full effect, no.
You didn't get the full Darkside.
No. Got to feel its stiffness.
Yeah.
Feel how stiff it was.
Yeah, and we were riding some other fun boards today, too, so... This definitely takes a little more work to butter, but it's very doable compared to Camber. But, and it took me a little work, but it definitely is more on the challenging side, a little bit more on that challenging side. But if you came from Camber, you'd be like, oh my god, this is easy. But if you came from like a continuous rocker board, you'd be like, this takes a little work. You have to readjust your game and really put a little more strength into that butter. They have this kind of fun, I don't know if you want to call it two side cuts, you know, like a side cut here, a side cut there, like 3 side cuts, or a bump, but they have a little extension in the side cut, which is great. It adds for a little bit of extra edge hold, and it feels like it's kind of in line there with like Mellow Mag, 0.5 magna traction from like GNU and LibTech, aka Mervin, or like Mellow Mag from Jones, or, you know, all kinds of disrupted side cuts like Grip Tech from Arbor, and so many other companies that have that nice set of grab and harder snow that just helps you have a little more fun. It's not quite an ice specialist, but it's really good in that like porous snow mint that you often see and still want to ride. It doesn't quite shine in ice, but it's good in about every condition you want to ride, and I love that little added, you know, change to the side cut. You know, the base has pretty good glide. It's pretty poppy. It's super fun to carve, regular, and switch. Yeah, you know, a full camber ride is definitely going to give you more spring out of the turn, like the Signal Disruptor we rode. But it's that nice balance between forgiving, having some extra float and powder, having, you know, still that camber feel. It's just a nice, well-rounded board that can do everything really well except for maybe jibbing, you know. I mean, if this had a setback, it would be an all-mountain favorite. But as it stands now, I really feel it's like it's a really strong, good, like very recommendable all-mountain freestyle ride. And let me give it a little flex here. You can kind of see it's got like a medium, almost medium stiff flex. And when you butter, I mean, this will definitely break in over time, but I think that 158 would be more my style.
Yeah.
And
a little smaller.
Yeah, a little smaller, probably a little easier to handle, maybe a touch easier to butter. And I paired this up with 2 different bindings. I paired this up with the Union Atlas, the Union Super Pro, and I rode this with the Adidas Tactical ADVs and the Burton AMBs, which were great. All meshed up well, but my favorite combo was actually the Tactical ADVs with the Atlas. And then I think also a fun setup would be going with the Burton Genesis X and the ADVs, because this is a board that likes a little more responsive binding. It's very quick edge to edge, but I just felt that that was like the best pair up. And you know, medium wide radius turns, it ollied pretty well. It's just a nice, well built, fun all mountain freestyle ride. It's great for that person who wants to ride regular and switch a lot.
Yeah.
You know, kind of take the whole mountain either way. Is there anything else you want to add? I'm mainly doing all the talking because you didn't do.
I didn't really do a lot of the
riding
on there. I rode just a couple square feet of snow.
But this board is a bit of me. It's a great, like, if I had this and I would ride this in like a foot to a foot and a half of powder, maybe 2, and then and if I had this and then a good surfy powder board, like maybe even like the Woodsman, or maybe more in line with my preference, like a Yes Pick Your Line, that would be a great 1-2, really well-rounded quiver combo, because this is such a great daily driver with everything except for deep directional set back powder. But other than that, it's a pretty great board. And for those of you all mountain freestylers looking for a fun board that can handle wide open mammoth mountain speed, this is an excellent choice.